my god! All right, so give y'all so backstory of what we about to talk about real quick. My we were doing this on StreamYard, and my screen name right now is Naruto is very bad, and because that shit is so funny, I'm trying. So I'm really trying to push through watching this shit. I'm like, bro, I think I've been shitting on Naruto so much lately, but it's like I'm trying to watch I'm not trying to watch Shippuden. I'm trying to watch like Naruto because I'm trying to get like the full fucking story. And
Yeah.
you know, it's been like a really long time since I watched that shit. So like, the first couple of seasons are kind of heat. Like I'm not gonna hold you the first couple of seasons of heat, bro.
Yeah.
Like season like 6 or like fucking 7. Oh my god, it gets so fucking bad, dog.
Wait. No. All right, so I didn't pay attention to like what seasons they are. I just know like around after what is that? After when they go retrieve Sasuke or whatever like that, and that shit's a bust. They just like, you know what? We just about to do a whole bunch of random stuff.
Oh,
I think all
yes. After he fails to get Sasuke, it's over with. It takes the most major dip I have ever seen, dog.
So I'll say this. So everything after that is supposed to be filler. I remember hearing about it. It's all supposed to be filler after that. Like the last 2 episodes of the first part of Naruto are the only ones that actually matter after they go chase Sasuke. Like those, like, so everything after that, like those 100 episodes or whatever like that shit's pointless. It's all pointless. So yeah.
I hate them so much. I hate them so much. I swear to God, bro. They are wasting my fucking time. Like they are wasting. I feel like I need to get paid. I need to get paid for this. Like I need like compensation for it all the time. I've just unwasted.
You do. Because like, look, I wouldn't even. I'm even gonna hold you. Like I was watching Shippuden for a minute, and then I got to the war, and I was like, bro, this shit's ass. Like I'm sorry, bro. Like this shit's garbage. Like everything up to the war was even pretty clean. Like I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is about both the ending of part 1 Naruto and the ending of part 2 Naruto, but all of that shit's ass. As far as the anime, all of that shit's ass. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, it's just so bad, bro. It's just it feels like I'm watching the same episode over and over again. But literally, it's the same fucking episode. All I'm saying is just different. Like they're just literally interchanging the characters. It's so like I just feel like I'm wasting so much time. Everything seems so pointless. Like Naruto getting like the one tail and all that shit. Like that seems so dumb now. Like what's the point of him having this shit anymore?
Oh my god, you make me want to go back and watch, like, because I'll skip filler. Like, no, because this is literally what I did. Like the only reason I'm interested in talking about Boruto in the first place is because I was like, bro, I want to finish Naruto, but I can't watch the end of Shippuden, bro. I'm sorry. Like every time I watch it, I just can't do it. So I just ended up reading that part, and that was a whole lot better. I ain't even gonna hold you. Reading it was a whole lot better, but watching it, I remember seeing the episode of like Sakura's parents or whatever like that, and that was all a dream. Like we get to see Sakura's parents in like the second half of Naruto during the war, and I'm like, this is what Sakura's parents look like. All right, it's kind of like why is this even here though? Like what the fuck? I'm sorry, bro. Like I'm in 100% agreement with this.
I see that right now. I don't know. I do not know what the fuck is going on in Boruto right now. I do not know what's going on anymore. Like they are. What is going on? I don't know what. Like, okay, so right now we got the introduction of aliens. You know, we're getting that up. We got aliens in the Naruto universe. They're now extraterrestrials here to plant chakra plants and suck up all the chakra in the plant and then eat it and then move on to another planet.
All right. So that's the ending of like Shippuden. Like they introduced like you know, they have those story about Madara and like all of that stuff and how Obito. Have you? I don't know. Have you seen that part? Because I was like, all right,
No,
that
okay,
stuff is
I
kind
have
of
not
crucial.
finished all of Shippuden, so like,
Okay. So that part is like, okay, it's basically Madara came back. He got resurrected by what's his name? The dude with the glasses. I forgot his name, but it starts with a K. But anyway, he gets resurrected, and then he undoes the resurrection, and he basically can stay alive forever because everybody else is just like, you know, we're alive as long as this resurrection jutsu is for all of us. That's how Itachi comes back. The whole Akatsuki comes back. They bring back some like warriors from like way back. They even bring back some of the old Kages or whatever like that. So all of these people come back. Even Madara comes back. He washes like a whole army. If you ever see that scene of like Madara just washing the entire
yeah.
army, like that's one of the wildest scenes. But then it's like Madara is so fire, like he undoes the jutsu himself, and like he's able to stay alive permanently. Like I don't know, I forgot how he does it, but he's able to just stay alive when everybody else is like undone by the jutsu, and they go back to the afterlife. So he's just here, and then he becomes the six tails, the 10 tails, or whatever like that. He becomes the Sage Six Paths, he becomes the 10 tails. He basically like becomes God, and then like at the end of that, they're like one of the Zetsu Akatsuki folks or whatever, they're like, you know, we're gonna strip all of that away from you, and we're gonna introduce this character who's really an alien from like who was sealed in the moon by the Ten Tails or whatever like that. And basically, they want to plant a fruit. They want to plant a tree on the earth to drain all of the chakra from the earth, and they want to eat the fruit, and they want to move on to another planet. So it's just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, where did this come from? And that's still the story in Boruto. That's basically the ending of Naruto with all of that is like the beginning of Boruto. That's like the premise for Boruto. So like they have all of these aliens set up from Shippuden, the end of Shippuden, which I don't know why the fuck, because like
Bro, why
all
the
of that was
aliens
cool.
get all right, bro? I mean, but that's like what? Why? Like why? I feel just like they're just adding so much that just does not need to be. Like, why are aliens now in a ninja universe? What the fuck is going on? Like, I understand the spirits and shit, I know, and I get that. But then now you're adding like nigga Martians is now coming down. They're like, yeah, oh my god, like that's just
No,
very
no.
wicked. It's wicked stuff, bro. So
Here's the worst part about this, like, so, like, when I read the latest chapter, because I'm trying to like stay in tune with Boruto, but it's just like, because I'm a Samurai 8 guy. Like, I like Samurai 8 when they first like split off, and Kishimoto was working on that. Like, so RP Samurai 8, you gone too soon. But like, this latest chapter is so bad to me because it's like basically they say that the aliens implanted a
oh,
chip, like a USB. They're a USB file, bro. I was like, bro, you basically some like, bro, you need some
they come with a
antivirus.
hey, they put it. I like it, man. I'm too loud, bro. They put their ass on a floppy disk. They either put it on a floppy disk and insert it into a person. Like this shit is getting weird. Like, wait, hold on, because it gets even weirder because Jigen isn't really
Yeah,
implanted. He crawled in his ear and over his
yeah.
body by taking over his brain until he could heal all the way, and then and then now, oh my gosh, it's just
Yes, yes. But here's the other thing. Here's the other thing that I was thinking about as I was watching this. Like as I was reading it. Like the other guy said he's like created to beat Jigen. So I'm just sitting here like, bro, who are you? Because everybody's speculating like he's related to Jiraiya somehow. And now that they introduced this part about like niggas really being floppy disk and like malware and like they need some antivirus or some shit like that, I'm just sitting back and thinking it's just like, what is this man? What's his name? Koji? What if that man is like a backup file for Jiraiya? Like, what if Orochimaru was in his basement one day and he was just like, bro, I got all these files of like everybody who I done met, and like he just sitting there tacking away. And he's just like, you know what? Just in case, let me put Jiraiya on a USB file. Jiraiya, let me get some. And you know he did that to Sasuke. That's how he had the little curse mark, whatever, like that. And then the other guy who that's how he got reborn because after
they're like re-rocking so much shit. Like all this shit is just
yeah,
re-rock, bro. Like I'm dead.
yeah.
They're literally selling us mid and they just sprinkling a little bit of the exotic on top. That's all they motherfucking doing. They selling a a big ass pack of mid, but on top they just sprinkling. You bringing some of the runts on top, dog, and now it's still different. That's all they motherfucking doing, dog. Because bro, like this is nothing different than they've been doing this entire time. Like they're literally. I'm okay. So this goes into everything else that we might be talking about in a bit because Dragon Ball Super does the same shit.
Oh, Jesus
Dragon
Christ!
Ball Super doing the same shit.
All right.
The difference is, bro. The difference is that Dragon Ball shit is like you know what you're getting, and they make it look cool. And I don't know, but like,
yeah.
With Naruto and shit, they try hard to like make it seem that it's different, but in reality, it's fucking not. Like Dragon Ball was their niche, bro.
But here's the worst part. Here's the worst part about that shit with Naruto. Like in the beginning, Naruto was already different because I remember being a kid and like we had this preconceived notion of like, oh, ninjas supposed to be wearing all black suits with just like ninja stars and they wear the mask and everything like Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden or some shit, right? So like we have like that preconceived notion, and then Naruto comes out and it's like, oh nah, they got actual powers. They're ninjas, but they're like more superpowered ninjas, So it's just like, all right, I could dig that. Like Naruto already done carved this stuff out, but now you got Naruto like they got weapons. I'm pretty sure they about to start making guns because they already done introduced the mafia or whatever like that. They got ninja tools, so like you don't even need chakra. You already got the weapons right there at your hands. And all you gotta do is hit a button on your wrist and like throw out some like web slinging action like Spider-Man or some shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like. You didn't have to do any of that. You already carved out your way, and now you here. At least with Dragon Ball, like they were building up to it, and not even with Super, like they're getting to a point where it's like, all right, we know that we kind of messed up the story, but now we're gonna try to like rework it so everything that we introduced before kind of makes sense at this point. So it's like everything falls in line. Like even with this latest Super chapter, bro, like. Everything still fits into the context of the universe because of everything that came before it. So I don't know, bro. Like
I hear you on that. I feel like Dragon Ball that got weird. I think GT was where they tried to do like the whole like, hi, we're trying to be different, and like, we're trying to be different, but that shit's still the same. And that's when niggas is like, nah, bro, that shit.
This ain't
it. And with Super, they're kind of like righting their wrongs a bit, and they're kind of just like, okay, we know what we need to do now. And that's one thing that like is cool because you know what you're gonna get from Dragon Ball. So like even this chapter now, like them getting an all out. We're getting the all out battle now, and we're getting we're getting 15 panels of just straight action, which feels like a letdown because I'm already knowing. I'm not seeing this shit animated until 2025. So I'm like,
real shit. Because all we getting is like still of these niggas going back and forth and like having this yelling attack. Like you want to hear these folks yelling back and forth at each other, like moral powering up, and then you have Gohan on the sideline, go. They're just matching each other's energy. Who's gonna win? Like it's just the typical Dragon Ball stuff, but we just know that's what it is.
That's what it is. That's what you want to hear. You got Goku going on loud. You got the rest of the fighters acting surprised. They always act surprised. Oh my God! Wow, Goku, you're so strong.
But every time they say, but you know what you get because every time they say that, it's like, oh, Goku's about to lose because you didn't had to mention like Goku got the upper hand. So it's like, we already know what everything is going. But like, I don't know, bro. Like,
but no, I mean, I think the best part though right now is they're setting up Vegeta to look really, really strong. Just for it to not to mean anything, because we already know Goku's about to unlock another level of UI, and then and then he's gonna finish it off. Like Vegeta's about to look strong for like 3 chapters. He's gonna look ridiculous, and then.
Okay, so here's the thing. So there's one panel that makes me question that entire thing where I'm like, okay, this entire arc makes me question Goku actually winning and Vegeta like actually winning this time because it's like the entire arc is based on like Vegeta having his redemption. He goes back to Namek and everybody's like, we still ain't forget what you did way back when you killed everybody when Frieza was here. He's like, yeah, I know, but I'm like, I don't care if y'all forgive me or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be me and I'm gonna do what I can to like save you guys. So just like hold on. So like we've been getting this entire time of Vegeta like knowing his placement, all his past, and this is kind of his redemption arc. Like even though he kind of had it in the Buu saga back in Z when he did that final blast and he like turned to stone and killed himself. Like this is his first like real chance of like redeeming himself, like for real, like solo Vegeta moment. So he even stepped out and was like, yeah, I'm about to go train on Yardrat for a little bit and figure out how can I actually get strong? Like what can I do to actually make sure that the Earth is safe? He even says like, all right, I'm done with my training and the Earth is still there. So I got enough time to like make it back. So it's just like, it's something about them setting up Vegeta's character in this arc, and I know if they actually like give Vegeta the short end of the stick, I'm done with Dragon Ball as a whole. I might just like check out at that point, like because
we've all been there. We're gonna read that next chapter just like the rest of us.
You're right. I'm gonna be there next month. Like, all right.
A whole month later, you're gonna forgive them by week 2.
Because I was blown when Trunks actually got the final kill, and I was happy about that. But then the next chapter, Zamasu is still alive, and he wipes out, and he got to get the whole universe wiped out by Zeno. I was just like, but what the fuck? Y'all can't let us have this for once, like.
Man, listen, bro. Listen, they got all their chips in one spot. You know where. Listen, bro. It's dead ass. Listen, shout out to RSPN. Shout out to my dogs, Jeff and Mark. Listen, dog, it's the last dance. You know where the fucking ball is going to in crunch time. You know what the fuck is going to. It's not going to Scottie Pippen. It's not going to Dennis Rodman. It's going to fucking Michael Jordan, aka Goku, for the final shot, my guy. You know where the ball is going, and no matter what you do, no matter what you do, you can't stop it. You can't stop it, bro.
You're right. You're right. But no. Go ahead.
No, but I do agree with you though. Like, I like how they really set up Vegeta at the end of this chapter. Him popping up, him being able to like master instant transmission that fast.
The biggest flex.
Yeah, the biggest flex. He was like, "Yo, teach me this now." They're like, "It's gonna take you forever." He was like, "No, it ain't, bitch. Like, chill. Get the fuck out of here." Like,
he did it in 10 minutes and was like, "Don't worry about it, Goku. Don't worry about it, Goku. You ain't gotta worry about me stealing your thunder. I'm gonna just drop it anyway."
He was like, I love how just like no matter what, Goku is just his presence. Well, I'm gonna learn it faster than Goku. Like that's all he needs, bro. He just needs the littlest thing. So no, he turns. He comes in. I like that he's able to go the same blue that he went during the Tournament of Power.
Yeah,
I don't even know. Do they haven't even said like what
they call it the evolution. They call it Super Saiyan Blue Evolution or something like that.
Oh, for real? So okay. So he goes evolution, and I like that he's able to like go that off rip. Given that Goku is able to at least master the first level of UI, I'm glad that he's able to kind of master that level of power right now. And they give us the cool like screen of him coming up, him saying like, Goku, like, you can chill, like, I got this now. And that ending panel with him going at Moro. So, man, I'm excited for next chapter. Vegeta is definitely a favorite. But
of course,
like I feel like no one really hates Vegeta. Like,
yeah, Vegeta is actually like secretly the main character. I feel like it like in Dragon Ball Z it was Gohan and Goku was just a supplement for everybody because he was the main character in Dragon Ball, so everybody loves Goku by default. But like now Vegeta, I feel like Vegeta is the main character and he's just like there all of the time. Like we see him from the very beginning with like having days with Trunks and Bulma, and then like I just feel like this is Vegeta's time to shine. Like I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be really sad if like he gets shafted. Like I know he is, but like damn, that's gonna hurt. Like just let Vegeta have this for once. Like he always be behind Goku. but here's the thing: he like Goku never actually beat Vegeta. If you really think about like all the times they fought, Goku never officially beat Vegeta like on screen. So it's just like, damn, bro, can we have like this one time that like Vegeta wins? He even got shafted out of like beating Golden Frieza. And like Frieza blew up the world, and like they had to rewind time. I was like, bro, let Vegeta have one moment, please. Like, damn.
But yeah, it's trash. Once again though, like you know what you're getting, and like these, but like here's the little things of like being able to do that, because I think sometimes they do get stuck to the point of where they're kind of re-rocking shit, but they're so stuck in their ways that sometimes they're not trying to change it even a little. Like it will be nice to see one other person other than Goku finish the fight, and like that would be it, and whatnot. But hey, we don't know. I really hope Vegeta gets his legit big moment of defeating the main villain, and the main villain like actually being defeated. Like they always give him this pump fake moment where it's like, oh, he killed him. Never mind. He revived himself, or he has another form, and now Vegeta like died, or Vegeta
gets his arm broken or something.
His arm broken for no reason. So, but no, I do agree with you though. Like, throughout Super, Vegeta has been a very, very much a main point and like a focal point in a lot of stories. And it's cool to see. Though they've grown him so much, and I've ranted about this before, but how they have shifted Vegeta is so dope. Like to think like of his development, like it's been a long time, but just seeing how he is now, and like the little things, like you said, like going to Yarrat to train and like trying to go to someone else to get better. Not like he's not that prideful Vegeta anymore. It's like he's like older and wiser now, and like he's using that like. But it's like he still has that edge of I'm still trying to be better than this guy. Like, let me just change my techniques now, though. Like, and you just see that, and you start to see him like really, hit that next level.
He's willing to ask for help because he knows that there are people stronger than him. Even though you used to see him train on like planets alone by himself, and now we see him like literally asking for help from like different people who he knows have like techniques that far outclass what he's been doing by himself. Because every time we used to see Vegeta, he used to be just like throwing blast, final flash, and then it's just like that's the end of it. But now he knows it's just like it's the growth, and that's one thing I really do appreciate about Vegeta. Like,
All right, now speaking of rivals, it's coming close to that time. It's coming close to that time with My Hero Academia. It's getting hot. The temperature is rising right now. We need a heat check. Someone check the temperature in the water right now, because Shiggy is
Shiggy coming off the bench,
bro.
This man is literally coming off the bench, bro.
Oh my gosh, he is awoken, and he is wrecking shit immediately. Nah, nigga, he is going. He is shaking, bro. This is the moment he takes his like first breath, you just see just everything disintegrate, dog. Like he's like this shit. That shit is like he woke up and it was just immediate over. You just see it, the immediate defeat look on their face. Fucking Razorhead, like he's looking at all his friends and just people getting disintegrated, dog. Like this shit is just so crazy, man. Like he just woke up and just on fucking dirt, like he's on drill shit, bro. He
literally woke up, yawned, said I'm cold, and dusted everybody. This is how I reread the chapter a little bit before we started this, and like I noticed that the dude, what's his name? X-Less, the dude that was right next to him.
Yeah.
This man got dusted so quick. Shiggy, like you see you see Shiggy and him in one panel, and then the next panel you see Shiggy. He has on the guy's cape. That's how you know he got dusted. Like immediately, he has on his cape because he was cold. I was like, dog, really? Like,
oh my god, bro, it's over. So, in the beginning of the chapter, hey, I like how they set this shit up though. I like how they set it up, because in the beginning of the chapter, you don't even get to see Shiggy like right at first. Like you see him like take his first breath, but you go straight to Deku, and it is the voice of the first holder of One for All.
And
he's telling this nigga get to moving your ass. He is
This
like,
man
boy,
is coming.
he is coming. He was like, listen, this bro, he didn't even call this man strong. He said, freed from the shackles of humanity, his power now swells, a transcendent one. This nigga called this man God.
God,
He was
he called
like,
him God. You know
a
how crazy it
trans
is? Somebody from the afterlife came to you and said, "Dog, God is coming. Like
he
the
was
reckoning is
like,
upon us."
he was like, bro, it is over. It is game time. Your ass need to get in the gear right now. You better, bro. Oh my god, dog! Like it just and as soon as you see that you see the heroes right now. They're in they really aren't aware at first about what the fuck is about to happen.
Yeah,
And next thing you see the building just start, the hospital just start collapsing everywhere. Endeavor is trying to carry as many heroes as he can to get out. Like they're all just trying to escape as fast as you can. The just like you said, the just crazy scene of just like Eraserhead seeing one of his one of his comrades like disintegrate in front of him. No,
and
that's
you
a
got
crazy scene because just like everything he's already been through up to this point of like figuring out like his best friend was turned into a Nomu and like all this shit, and just to
yeah.
have him just have this moment of like he has to now watch his comrade die in front of him. It's crazy.
And then you got the scene where, like right before that, when everybody realizes what's about to happen, President Mike and the doctor leave that little tunnel hallway, and they just hear something from behind them, just like happening, and they see all the like decay just coming after them. Everybody's like, "Oh shit!" You got Gran Torino look up. He's just like, "Oh, let me snatch them out the way. Like y'all better get a move on. Like we just gotta go." Everybody hopping on what's his name? Ryukyu, the dragon lady,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
trying to escape, and everybody's just like, "Oh my god!" Just trying to leave like evacuate the premises. Everybody talking about evacuate the city. Y'all need to evacuate the entire like country because this man is coming. Like I don't know what side of the bed he woke up on. It was the wrong side of the bed, but she just came up and he was just not ready. He was not having it. Like he was not having it at all.
Bro, he was on a different type of time, bro. I don't even know like what the fuck, dog. Like he just woke up and just took out a whole section of like the city, dog. Like just took out the whole hospital. And you seen the final pages of Deku like kicking in the high gear. He's going 45% now. Like he's getting pretty serious.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh
yeah.
shit. He was like, he was doing a little
Okay,
45. It was a quick flex. He was like, he ain't the only one that got strong.
Mm-hmm. That time when Endeavor came in handy.
Hell yeah. He was like, he ain't the only one that got strong, boy. He said 45. He had to hit him with I was like, oh, he's halfway there. But you get this moment of like, you see him, you see Bakugo, they're trying to get everybody to get out the area now. Like everyone really knows that he's coming, and so
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy to see like next chapter, just like how these guys are gonna respond. Like Deku's gonna have to, Deku's gonna be rushing for the front lines. I know there's going to be I wonder how they're gonna do it. Like, do you think this is do you think really like My Hero is about to end? Like, you think this is like
Oh no,
the final
no doubt.
final?
Here, I was thinking about it, but like as we were talking about it, and now the part of me is like thinking they're gonna blue ball us because Shigaraki just got out the chamber and he just got all of this power at once. So maybe he's gonna like collapse from like overextending his powers. You know how like Deku first got One for All and he used 100% immediately and just like shattered his entire arm and shattered his entire body. I think the same thing is gonna happen to Shigaraki. I think he's just gonna like he's gonna use all of this power at once, but because he hasn't gotten used to it, he's gonna like just pass out and like Gigantomachia, like from the last chapter, at the end of the last chapter, he was like, Master is coming or whatever like that. He's gonna pass out and Gigantomachia is gonna go to his side and like try to rescue him. So I think that's gonna happen. I think they're just gonna blue ball us, and this is just like showing how devastating like Shigaraki can be, and this is like the turning point for the villains. It's just a slight flex.
I forgot that they I forgot about that scene about him saying his master is coming.
Yeah,
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 then we get like, he hasn't even popped up yet.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, nah, we in for a long haul. Hell no. Hell no, we in for this motherfucker.
We
Hey,
here for a
listen,
good.
we here for a motherfucking doozy, my guy. We got at least another 200,
At least.
before they start touching hands, dog.
Oh
At
my god.
least, bro. Listen, I'm looking at it now. 272 for My Hero don't even seem right. I'm already envisioning at 578, bro. Listen, we in here for a motherfucking long haul, bro.
Oh my.
It's gonna be crazy though because like they are, introducing all this now. Um, you are no, they make the danger so high now, and like
Yeah.
how they move on from after this, like even if Shigaraki escapes and all these things, it's like how do you continue to stretch out this story in a way of like because their whole society got to change because it's like after Shigaraki wakes up, is he gonna be on some like I want to kill shit now, like I'm up now and now
Yeah.
let me go, now we go straight into like the final battle? Are they gonna like, hey, he wakes up, but like you said, he has to take time and like to learn how to control this power that he now has and like learn how to use it without killing his damn self. Like I wonder how they're about to set this up after this because, like you said, I don't think that this is the ending, like at all. Like they haven't even finished their first year of high school. So you think about
Imagine your
that,
freshman year, bro. Like, imagine your
yeah,
freshman year.
bro, freshman year going crazy, dog, almost dying, almost dying many times, getting like all this stuff, bro. Like you can't even live at your crib no more, bro. You have to live at the school. Like your life isn't like that much in there. You gotta live at the school. You only see your parents on weekends, bro. You got visitation, dog. That's crazy. Like man, that's so wild, dog. Freshman year, dog. Man,
It
couldn't
is.
even do it. Couldn't even do it, man. You
It's
dying for
so
UA,
wild.
dog? You dying for UA?
Bruh, hell no. I'm sorry, bro. I'm about to be a baker. If my I'm sorry. If I had a
Nah,
power like Todoroki, bro, I'm opening up a cooking shop, like making sure.
I don't know. Depends on my quirk. Depends on my quirk.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I got so weak, I was like, hey, listen, bro, I just gotta accept fate. Listen, I gotta just do my, gotta be a regular citizen. If it's something heat though, I don't know. I might put my life on the line for UA.
I mean, it depends. Like, yeah, I probably
What?
would.
Wait. What's the school? What's the school on the east? Is it UA on the west and the
It's UA on the west, and then that the military school. I forgot the name of the
yeah?
military
Hey,
school.
I might go bang with them. Their little uniforms are
Yeah,
heat. Their uniforms are heat.
yeah. I might.
I might get over there and get fleed. All right, man. But final chapter of the week. What a just great ending. What a great ending. Like to Promise Neverland. Like what is a beautiful ending.
See, okay, here's the questionable. Like, let's get into it because there's one panel. There's one panel. I don't know if you saw it, but I had to look closely at it. But there's one panel, but we could talk about it as we go through it.
No, yeah, I read it. Yeah, I read everything. I think like you know, what I really liked about this like chapter is them, you go through the new promise, all the kids knowing that there's a trade that needs to happen for them to go into the them going into the human world and all that. And all of them, I like this moment of all of them like, yo, Emma, like don't tell me like you on some dirt shit and like you gotta kill yourself now. And then we get to go like, nah, don't be on that bullshit, dog. And she's like, no. I'm like, my homie,
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
chill. She's like, then she's like the homie, bro. I'm so mad they don't give him a name, bro. This is why they give this shit. This shit such bullshit, dog. Why? I don't. I want to name him myself, man. I don't know what is this. I don't know, man. Whatever, bro. Whatever this man's name is, Charles here.
I was gonna call him Charles too. We gonna call him Charles.
All right, Charles. Oh man, Charles.
Yeah, we just
so.
Oh man.
Nah, so Charles here, he they go back to when Emma met with him, and he's like, pretty much, I'm gonna tell you now, like, I don't need a reward. Like, you've been through already too much. Like, you've already had everything taken away from you for all this time, and like, so I will take that as compensation. I will take the fact that I murked all your homies and murked everybody around you
For
1,000 years, just was killing people. I would just take that as compensation. You could just go ahead and go free. I think that was enough. So, like, whoopty doo, thanks, guy. It was like he said
That was
he said
good. You know what?
that shit like he was doing them a favor. You know what? This one's on the house. I feel like, listen, this one's on the house. I got you. You don't even have to worry about it. Go knock 3 times on the door. Tell them that I sent you. You straight.
But that's part of me feel like that's a setup too. It's just like, bro, like, cause I'm with everybody else. Like, are you sure? Like, he ain't trying to poison you. Is this is a whole setup? Are you sure? Like, he ain't said nothing. Like, or he hiding something from us? Cause this seems all too good to be true. I'm with everybody else. Like, that was the most logical thing. Is when you got a room full of like people who aren't idiots. Like, all of these kids are smart, and they just like, are you sure? And they've been betrayed before. They done had the moms betray them. They had been through this whole entire process. Like, I understand, like, the kids being like, I don't know. Something about this don't seem right. Somebody just ain't that nice. I don't know about that one, Chief. But like, I agree with you. Like, this is such a nice, like, wholesome thing. Like, even though it's kind of funny, it's just like everybody just snapping on Emma, just going with this. Like, bruh, are you crazy?
Yeah, gee, they were like, hey, bro, you sure, bro? They were skeptical. It was like, man, hell no, bro. After everything we just went through, like, bro, he's not adults pull guns on us. We're kids. Like, you think I'm gonna trust this nigga, bro? Hell no. But but nah, it was just cool. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it was cool that they gave a lot of closure just to some little things too. Like, well, what if like the demons want to, eat humans again, and like, you know, and all that stuff. And so I think no, I think it's just nice how they kind of just tied up some like loose ends at the end. It's pretty cool. But what was the which panel were you talking about
Okay.
that was tripping you up?
So it's the very last panel, and it's like them in New York City, and they washed up on the shore. And like, I'm looking in the background, and I don't know why, but for some reason, like the panel of the city just seems kind of like destroyed. Like, I don't know why. Some of them buildings look like they're either in construction or like they're, I don't know. But something about that just doesn't sit right with me. That it's like New York City, and like some of them buildings in the back are just like,
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm like looking at it now. I definitely do like see. I see what you're saying here. Like they don't make New York City look like a very
like a
welcoming city.
vibrant. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
like
vibrant.
it doesn't seem like there is like this isn't a picture that I would see and be like, oh, they're having a happy ending. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, nigga, it look like they landed in Gotham, nigga. Like, what they about to? They landed.
Because they all washed up ashore.
Hey, they better call Mills. They better call Mills and have them escort up. Mills gonna help them out. Hey, shout out to Mills.
Shout out to Mills.
He's gonna help these little kids, bro, find their way.
Please, bro. They ain't gonna be walking around the streets, bro. They ain't gonna be safe. I'm telling you.
It's not.
They gonna need a guide, bro.
They need a guy, bro. But no, man, I think we're finally coming to the end. I think it's cool to see, Promise Neverland coming to an end. It's crazy because I feel we talked about this last week too, or last time we talked. I feel like Promise Neverland is just as a good a series as Demon Slayer. I don't feel that they're getting the same. I think they'll have the same effect though as Demon Slayer. If you feel what I'm saying, I feel like that Demon Slayer, especially when you compare per seasons and all that stuff. Like, they're both very excellent seasons. I think this Demon Slayer had a little extra on top of it that gave them that same. But it's crazy to see like this series too come to an end, and very like what seems very early. Like, this is chapter 178. Like that is not a long series, and I'm pretty sure they'll probably give us like 2 or 3 more. And I know they said they have like a special project, which is pretty cool that they're kind of giving a little something extra at the end. But no, I feel like Promise Neverland, even though they're ending, the difference between them and Demon Slayer is that I would not mind if they did a spin-off or like did something to like expand on like this universe. And I feel like they set themselves up so well with kind of things, and they told a story in which like there are other things that they can now talk about. um
Yep.
Unlike Demon Slayer, where I feel like there's not much more of a story that can be told here. Like, once they killed Muzan, it was just kind of like, okay, cool. Like, maybe you can, maybe you could do something. Jeff brought up the idea of like, because at the end you see all the descendants, and you see all the descendants how they all are, they look just like their great grandparents, and like all
Yeah.
those traits being passed down, and that maybe there was like a trait of Muzan that gets passed down, and it was a little, maybe something. But to be honest,
Ooh,
like,
that's a very good one. I didn't even think about it. That's actually a very
like
good one.
like saying something like that. But to be honest, I wouldn't know if I would, if but I know when Promise Neverland ending, I feel like, I wouldn't mind like some more stories about this, or like we'll see what happens next, or something they can do next with this.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that because it's like with Promise Neverland, they already told a complete story in itself, and like you already get invested into the characters that they introduced and everything like that. But then you're just like, dang, all of these kids are so endearing. Even the demons are endearing, and it's just like, you know, I wouldn't like if they had like a slice of life or them actually going to like school with each other and like just some daily activities and not having to fear for their lives all the time. Just having them in a setting where they're just free to be themselves and like get through some like everyday life. I wouldn't mind something like that. It. I feel like Demon Slayer was trying to hint to that in their last panel, and I was like, I don't know about that one, TV.
No, I think like Demon Slayer was too much based on action for them to ever do
Yeah,
kind of like a
eh,
slice of life type of thing. I think
yeah.
how like Promise Neverland is like there is like a lot of action in it, but overall you
Yeah,
see a lot of like,
it's two different series, so it's just like they're
yeah.
based on two different like genres. One is like horror, thriller,
Yeah,
and the other
it's
one's
like
just
it's
like
more of a
action.
horror thriller, and like you can do something a little lighter with this, which would be really dope. Of just kind of like them having to like really learn how to adjust to a world where they're not trying to get eaten, and they have to kind of live their lives now, and how they know how to get through with that. But I don't know, man. The Promise Neverland ending, and what a great series, bro. I like it's so good. It's so good, and like
It's
it's one of the rare series that I wouldn't even mind like a live action thing with it.
I think they do have one like the Japanese type
Oh
of
yeah,
live
yeah, they
action.
do. They do have a Japanese one. I need to go find that. I need to go find
Yeah,
that.
I do
But
too. I wouldn't mind the Netflix one. I feel like Netflix couldn't mess this up. I feel like this is
oh
like
no,
if they did like some Stranger Things mixed with like I don't know, but if it was like Stranger Things but in Promise Neverland world, I think they would actually like be some. I think it would actually be very good. It would actually
yeah.
be like
Oh
one of the
yeah,
dopest
I
lives.
would love it. I would love it, man, for real. So hey, Netflix, call us. But man, this wraps up this episode of the Big Eyes podcast. Once again, your host LJ with my boy AD. Thank you for pulling up again, dog.
Oh, pleasure, pleasure.
We got some things working. We got some things working. So y'all keep an eye
Cooking
out.
up.
Y'all keep an eye out. Y'all keep an eye out. There's some the show's growing. The show is growing. So y'all stay tuned for some cool things happening. But you can follow plug your socials and all that real quick.
So I got twitch.tv/18dizzle, 1ADZL, and then follow me on Twitter at 1ADZL as well. I've been playing a lot of games. I think the next game I'm playing is like Xenoblade. I'm finishing up Persona 5, and then I'm still reading Tower of God. But all of this stuff that we've been getting in like Shonen Jump has been crazy. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, this has been some
Hey
of the,
yo,
like, like the
hey,
last few weeks of show.
you see the Time Paradox Ghostwriter joint?
I saw it. I read like the first two pages. I need to like actually sit down because I feel like that's gonna be something crazy. Like the
Yo,
fact that they
it's
have like
kind
a
of
Shonen Jump, like that's I
it's
need to
kind
sit
of
down for that.
Hey yo, it's kind of like that first chapter. I was like, oh, I kind of like this. I kind of like this. I like where this is heading, bro. For real, it's some cool shit happening. I was like, okay, like I fuck with it. Um,
We're gonna have to
yeah,
talk about that one next week because
yeah, we
like,
do,
man,
we do, we
I'm gonna
do, we
catch up on
do.
that.
Yeah, definitely. But you can follow me at Jamal SLM on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram at StrawheadLJ. You can No, follow us at the Lookout. Hey, yo, Lookout's back. Hey, shout out to Jeff. Hey, shout
Shout
out
out to the
to
lookout.
Miriam. Lookout's back. Hey, yo, Lookout is back. They're doing season 2 of My Hero, man. Y'all need to listen to them talk about a very pivotal season, in all of the, in the whole anime, in the whole story, a very just pivotal moment. That all that season 2 is great. So check them out while they're doing season 2 of My Hero. Follow us at the Lookout RNC. We got a bunch of cool things coming. Yeah, man, just fun stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all stay plus ultra. Peace.